Hello again. We're gonna continue with this video playthrough of the game called U-13 Eldritch C. And last time we tried to do a parallel. It wasn't that good. We are now very low on some resources, especially ammunition, and our submarine is still in good shape, but our morale is dwindling. And yeah, let's continue. So we are on almost on the end of the week. I do have some curios that I put it as upgrades, and I might use this box again before I draw my event cards and continue with the progress through the week. So yeah, we're gonna use another one of these, and I'm hoping for a 5 or 6 to get some resources back. If not, it's gonna be a peril. And I'm lucky again. Well, let's and I'm get this many resources of one kind. It's of one type, so I can choose only one type. Well, in this case, it's gonna be ammunition again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we are fine now. Sorry, I have one more charge, and then it's gonna be end with this box. All right, let me draw my event cards. I only have one, meaning that I have to reshuffle this deck. I'm gonna take it for the peril, but we do not have the peril. Instead, only 1 day passes. So we go into the next week, meaning -1 food, 1 water, and 1 fuel. All exhausted die are returned to the veteran dice pool. We're gonna check are any of these exhausted fellows gonna actually get some experience and allow us to add another die of any color into this veteran dice pool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, nothing. I'm looking for a 6. Oh, there it is. Weber is now veteran. Now you would go into diary and write that down, because if he dies or something happens to him, you will have to remove 1 dice from a veteran pool. You can choose which color. All right, so Weber is a veteran, Schultz is not, and the last guy in the back. Oh, that's a Wagner. He's also a veteran. I'm not gonna write anything down. This is just like to show you how the game works. But I will add 2 new dice to the dice pool, and let's add 1 yellow and let's add 1 red. Yeah, let's do that. So this can help me out a lot. Now, I should write in these boxes that you cannot add more than 2 dice for 1 peril. So, but I will add that, and I will also add how do you get dice back when they are an exhaust, and maybe how do you roll for veteran. A little helping, text, so you don't have to go through your rule book too much. But we're gonna add that to the board. All right. Lastly, we're gonna discard all these. I'm gonna discard them from now on face down, so I don't mess up. I mean, only face up sailors should be here anyway. No other effects. All right, so getting my new crew shift. Okay, reshuffle and fill in back to 7. All right. Okay, well, I don't want to do any. I can do captain's speech, but I'm really low on schnapps. Well, let's wait with that. Maybe maybe I get some of these resources. Also, I need to keep in mind that I have a +1 to all yellow dice rolls, and that's pretty good. So I'm gonna probably win those observation tests. All right, let us draw a card. Okay, I'm gonna keep it for the resolution, meaning that this icon will tell me that in 6 days there will be a crew event. Actually, in 8 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, meaning it's gonna be event to the other crew. I still lose 1 food, 1 water, 1 fuel as they progressed. So we're gonna have a crew event to this crew, or maybe officers that I have right now. Who knows? We'll see. All right, let me roll for that. It's a 3d6 roll. 7. The theft of provisions unsettled the sailors, suspicion gnawing at the fragile bones of trust. So food minus d6. Someone is stealing food on the board. Well, let's see how much. 3. So 1, 2, 3. Wow, okay. Anarchy +1 toward mutiny. So going toward center. Write down all the names of the sailors from a duty roster. So right now I will have to write all of these names because one of them from the duty was stealing food. So Wolf, Jürgen, Zimmermann, Becker, Schutz, Hans, Wagner. They all have a unique name, so that's how you can track them. And it says, if this event happens again, check the names. If some of the same names are on the duty while the theft happened, you may send one of them to the brig to gain additional +1 increase of order on anarchy scale. All right. So that's possibility. Although I can like just presume who might be the thief. I'll never find him, but at least I can increase my order sending to the brig the possible thief. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Okay, I'll use this for a resolution. There is no crew event, but 2-day passes. I'll use this for a resolution. But I was hoping for peril event, but we're gonna have a crew event in 7 days. Another crew event in 7 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This crew went to rest. New crew there. Minus food, water, and fuel. Oh boy. I hope we get some peril soon. Yeah, let's see what kind of crew event happened. That's 12. Some sailors reported a shadow moving through the submarine. Okay, we don't have any dead sailors, so this will not happen. Nothing special. All right. Well, let's... one thing I will do right now, I can how it says in English. I can make some water basically through this distillation. So if I want to, I can spend 2 fuel to get D6 water. Okay, maybe not yet. But situation is becoming there. I missed the chance to get that first clue. If I was close to get the second clue, that would be good. As your supply slowly dwindle, you will see I will have to do some drastic measures. Maybe we will have to eat each other. Who knows? Okay. Okay, I will take this as a icon. All right. So peril in 6 days. Meaning this will go 3 and 3. This crew will be removed. I will get the new crew. Let me just lose 1 fuel, 1 water, and 1 food. Alright. So we have a peril. And I'm really hoping to get some resources right now. Okay, let's see what kind of peril it is. Oof. So I can fight some kind of underwater creatures, or go into this maze of caves, I guess. Might be something like a city of Rylech. Well, in this case, I get the curio. There is no yellow die, so whatever I put in yellow, I'm probably gonna win and get some resources. But same thing here, and if I pass the peril, I for sure get 2 resources. But this one has less sanity, more. Let's check my sailors. I think I'm gonna go here. All right, so I can send 4 people. So this is my peril. 4 people. Definitely sending my cook. Why? Because you gain 2 resources even if you fail the peril mission. But I cannot get curious that way. Just resources. So definitely sending Horst. I'm gonna send the Kruger. I need more red dice. Let's send also our first officer. 1, 2, 3. And Hartman. Now food is scarce, but I will have to send another guy. Just thinking which die it's gonna be. Okay, 1 food and 1 water. We're gonna send Schroeder, and we need to give them all ammunition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for their weapons, and they're gonna enter the city of Rylech. Okay, so first officer gives me 1 free reroll. Cook will give me items even if I fail the peril test, but I really need to win this test. Okay, let me collect all my dice. So I have 2 red. Wait, why did I took too many red. Why did I do that? Well, okay, why not? At least I'm gonna pass a strength test for sure. Okay, 2 yellow, 2 blue, and 2 purple. And you know what? We're gonna add 1 more purple, and just to be sure, 1 more yellow. So this is our dice pool. I will add 2 red, 1 blue, and 2 purple. And then I need to add 2 more. 1 blue, okay. So let's prepare a dice pool. 4 red dice, all right, interesting. 3 yellow. I mean, lots of dice give you more options, but it doesn't mean you're gonna pass a test. You saw how that works. But as long as I have more dice than the peril, and of course it must be higher number, I can win. All right, I seriously need to pass this because things are already getting really dire. All right, let's roll this all together. Okay, so I have 1 free reroll. Let me look. No 3s. Here I am winning. Yes, I still win here. Okay, let me reroll these 3. Okay, 3 again, so that's it. I will lose sanity test. I will win observation test, and I will win the lore test. And I think I will win even the strength test just by pure strength. But just to be sure, I will... oh yeah, this needs to be reroll, so let's see what's going to happen there. Okay, that's actually good for me. So I think I'm going to use my ability from a first officer. I can also use ammunition. All right, so let me explain something. You can use ammunition to reroll 1 red die. You can use schnapps to reroll 1 sanity die. You can use scrap to reroll 1 yellow die, but nothing can reroll lore dice. So right now, if I want to, I can use my last schnapps to reroll this too. Okay, that's actually good. Not that good, but okay. And I will use my free reroll from my first officer to reroll one of these 4s. Okay, it's still 4. Well, let's do resolution. First, we're gonna remove all 1s and 2s. And then we're gonna check. There are no equal dice. This 5 will defeat 1 4. I don't remove dice, I just know this will defeat 1 4. But I still have a 4 and a 3, which is not against anything. So this is what I didn't do correctly last time when I played. So dice are also your like resource against fighting other dice. So he's winning against this, but nothing else to stop these 2 dice. So I'm winning 2 to nothing, because this 2 to 1. Yeah, I'm winning 2 to 1 here. Okay, I should probably write that down to show you better. No, I don't need that. I need tools. All right, so here I'm winning 2 to 1, just to give you a good example. Because he's winning with this higher dice against my 3, 4, or 4, right? That's 1 die against 1 die. That's good. But I still have 2 dice, which is not opposed by anything. So I'm winning 2 to 1 here. So I win the strength test. Here, these 2 dice will cancel each other, which is bad for me because, as you know, we are equal, 0 to 0, which means Peril won the sanity test. Here I have 1 dice higher than his 4. All right, so I'm winning 1 to... it's not 1 to 1 because it's actually 1 to 0, because this die is higher than this die. So, right, I have a position. Actually, should put like I won, but I don't know how to explain it. I don't have any pluses or minuses here, because this dice, I still won the test, right? But I didn't won like majorly, so I don't have a plus or minus to the roll. We are not equal, but I still won a test. Here I have 2 4s against 0, so that's again 2 to 1. So basically, from this I will have +2 to the dice roll. Here I don't have any pluses or minuses to the dice roll, but I still... So this is won by me, this is won by me, this is won by Peril, and this is won by me. And here I will have a +1 to my dice roll, right? Why? Because 2 minus 1 is +1. So this is the most complex thing in this game, how you resolve these perils. But once you know how it works, it's gonna click really fast. Well, I won the peril because I have 1, 2, 3 tests won, so that's a good thing. First, I'm not gonna suffer any morale. I will get this curio, but we still need to resolve these tests. All right, so let's do the strength first. As you know, I can either choose to get some morale back, or all the guys that went with the red die don't have to get exhausted. Well, my officers never get exhausted, so I'll just take that morale. Then I lost the sanity test, so I will have to roll on sanity, lost sanity test stable, but with no pluses or minuses, just 2d6. Let's see what happened. It's a 6. Sanity scars, recurring visions, or compulsions haunt the group. All sailors involved in the peril mission are moved to the crew discard pile. All right, except my officers. So everybody's gonna get discarded. They're not gonna. I just need to. I'm gonna put them like this so I know what I have to do. They are going to the discard pile once I resolve this. It's bad because while they are like exhausted, they at least try to get the veteran status, right? To get you more dice. So this way you will not get, but nothing bad. Nothing bad. I won resources, I mean observation test. So we're gonna roll 3d6 without any pluses or minuses. I got 12. 12 is now this will be useful. Resources d6 plus 3, and I can choose which one. And this means, and I will add, oh, this gives me just a curio. Okay, so d6 plus 3. Nice, 9. And I can split that however I want. So let's do this. 3 water, 3 food, 2 fuel, and 1 ammunition. Let's do it like that. All right, and here I won how it's called lore test. So I'm gonna roll d6 and add +2 to that. So it's gonna be 6. The scouting party uncover fragments of knowledge useful enough to guide the crew's next step. Draw 6 peril cards, keep 1 clue card, and discard the other. Oh, so this could be good. This could be good. And I'm just gonna draw a curio so I know I'm gonna get the curio. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn it, not 1 clue inside. I was hoping for the clues. But again, we are probably close to draw a clue, so there's that. All right. Okay, let me just remove this. And I hope this is clear now. If not, I can put on BGG some examples. All right, so what you do to know which dice you use to, add to go to exhausted pile, you just go backward and like remove 2 dice from this, 2 dice from this, 2 from the yellow, 2 blue, and 1 purple. And so let me check something. Yep. So wait, how do I have more dice? Let me check. Did I do something? I didn't have this much veteran dice. Did I do something incorrectly? Oh no, I probably pushed some of these. Well, wait, I didn't. Well, I know for sure there was 1 purple and 1 yellow here. So I don't know where did I get these dice. I'm a bit confused right now. Did I move some of these peril dice on this side? I hope I didn't. I hope I didn't something bad. Okay, let me check. So this was my peril. It has 2 red. Okay, it has 1 blue and 2 purple. And I added 1. I think it was 1 red and 1 yellow. I'm not so sure, but I think I did something wrong. But I'm sure these dice were part of those that I added. All right. Anyway, let me check something. So 2 blue should be in here for sure. 1 yellow, 2 purple, and 2 red. Yeah, these are all peril dice. Yeah. So how do I get... Oh, from this guy. He has 2 pips. I didn't see that. All right. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Just gonna delete this. Didn't see the second pip. All right. So these guys go straight to the discard pile. They are unavailable for the rest of this week due to that effect. Okay. And my curio, let's see what I found. Oh, some kind of a tome. Once per peril, you can reroll 1 die. Okay, so additional rerolls. Useful. Things are looking good. Not that good, but still, at least we are progressing. Oh, also, I could reroll 1 yellow die. I totally forgot about that. Well, at least no one died yet. We did have one guy getting insane and losing my second officer, but it wasn't that bad. All right, let's continue. Do I want to do any actions? I might do a repair just to show you how it works, but I'm gonna wait when my sub gets more damaged. Now, resources are still very low, and I don't have any schnapps left, so there's that. Okay. We draw this. All right, so I don't kind of want to go to another peril until I get... Although... There are no blue dice, so I will have to send Doctor if we fight anything blue. All right, I'm actually gonna keep this. So if it is a peril, let it be peril. It is not. It's actually ship damage. So 4 days plus 2 days. In 6 days, something's gonna happen to the ship. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These guys go into the discard. I lose food, water, and fuel. And these dice are back into my dice pool. Okay. So now we're gonna see what's gonna happen to the ship. So as you can see, you're always gonna have different spread of dice and what you can do. I might put bigger like negative effects if you lose officers. Something just in my mind I can do. So if you're sending them and if something happens to them, you probably should suffer more than sending regular guys, because as these don't get... Well, you don't get any veteran dice from them, but they also don't get exhausted. So they're kind of... You can always send them, but I should put like really high cost if they die or something happens to them. Or I could put a limit, no more than 2 officers sent with the crew. That could also work. Okay, so let's see what happened to the ship. Crew event, ship events. That's a 2d6. A 5. Let me get a bit closer. Bite marks were spotted on external hull. Ship status -2. Okay, something was gnawing at our ship. Well, in that case, let me show you how the repair works. So, there will be status here for the red. I just didn't come up with anything else. Just like here, no veteran dice, this will be negative status. So you probably want to fix your sub. As I said, it's still work in progress, still adding some stuff and thinking how to do some stuff, but you will see. It's going to be finished game by the end of this video series. So, how this work? And I should probably place, like I place it here, a little reminders that it must be someone with yellow die. So I can send up to 2 people to repair, and I will. We're gonna send Schultz and Fisher. And now I need to decide how much scrap I wanna spend. Because you spend the scrap, then you roll a die, and depending how much scrap you spend, that's how much you're gonna fix your sub back. So I don't need much, maybe just 2 to bring it back to 8, right? So I'm gonna spend 2 scrap, 1, 2. And remember, you can use scrap to reroll these dice. And we're gonna have a little test here. And this is how it works. So they are like on their mission on their own. So I'm gonna put these on, which means they will get exhausted. So I take their dice, so in this case 3 yellow. So they will run a test against 3 other yellow dice. I can just take it from here. I don't want to take it from the bag with the perils. And if they fail, the only things that happen, they will not be able to fix the sub, and I will use a scrap, and they will be exhausted, right? So waste of an action, basically. Let me just check to be sure. Is there any other conditions? Yes. Yes, that's all. Yes. All right. So depending how many dice is invested, that's how many dice are you against for. So let me roll all these dice. And let's see, I can reroll my 3. Oh, that's not good. But these 3 will also get rerolled. Okay. Again, we remove. And all 1s and 2. So 6 against 1, successful repair. I spend 2 scraps, so my ship stat is back to 2. And these guys get exhausted. So we're gonna put them in exhausted pile. So they might, you know, get some experience from that at least. But it cost me some scrap. All right, so I can actually delete all of these dice. That was successful repair. Now, if you send any other without the correct dice color, should be yellow, so I'm going to put those icons. You have a -1 to that roll. Also, I have this, so I could use my cat to reroll yellow dice. It's a pretty good cat to have on the ship. All right, the question is, well, let me see what kind of event we're going to have, and then I might use a box, because even if I get the peril, it's good. I wanna go to the peril. I mean, I still have some crew members that I can send. All right, let's see. I take this as a resolution. So nothing happens. We don't have the crew event, so just 2-day passes. I will use the box, so last usage of the box. Let's open it and let's hope on some resources. So 5 or 6. Nope. This time we're gonna draw and resolve peril. But remember, whenever I draw a peril card, I can choose. Let's see what kind. So either exploring this underwater temple or going into some kind of caves. Underwater caves. This one starts with 3 blue dice and adding 3 more dice. There are 3 resources there, but you can only send 3 people. So I would have to use some food and water just to send more. Here, oof, this is also tough. Yeah. Well, let's go with this one. I will probably lose a sanity test. But everything else I might win depending on the dice rolls. So yeah, we're going to go to this peril. So let me immediately put some 3 blue dice. At least I know the maximum I can draw is another blue, right? I will not draw it yet. I will need to, because you draw that after you prepare your crew. So you're never gonna know what you're gonna encounter. All right, so I don't know how much trees. I'm thinking send my first officer again. Oh, it's only 3 people though. Okay, let's send one for the peril. Sanity I'm gonna lose, whatever happens. So let's just hope I don't lose my yellow part. So let's send first and second officer. Now, sending him means I can send one more guy without paying food or water. So where do I want to invest? In red or yellow? I really need... Well, I do have these dice. Let's try that sanity test. And I will add one more yellow die. And one more purple die. Okay, let's go like this. I need to spend 4 ammunition. Ammunition is pretty low. So from then on, if I cannot spend the ammunition, I will have problems. Because I will not be able to send more people. Although there is a workaround around this. Like I can... if I cannot pay for the ammunition, the trouble is I will have to pay with my additional probably food and water. And that's low too. Okay, let's think about later. Deck still has 22 cards. I'm probably gonna get that clue soon. All right, let me collect all my dice. So from this guy 2 red, from this guy 2 yellow, 2 purple from this, and 2 blue from this. So not a bad dice pool. Here we're gonna get, let me shuffle this, a purple, 2 purple. Okay, interesting. All right. Let us roll. That's 3. So I have some free rerolls. Well, in that case, let's roll these 2 first. Okay, that's much better. Here I don't really care, but I can reroll if I want, but I still winning, so I'm not gonna reroll this. Here I also don't care. Well, I do care if I wanna... Actually, I don't. No. Okay, let's... okay, there is a 1 reroll here. 5. Now let's remove all 1s and 2s. Oh, wait. I do have 1 free reroll from my first officer. So let's reroll 1 of these blue dice. No, it's not gonna help me. Okay. So let's check it out. Here I'm winning 0 to 1. Which means if I had any dice roll to do, I would have +1 to this dice roll. But you'll see we don't have any dice rolling. Here I'm losing 0 to 1. Right? So I won this, and this is peril 1. Here I have 2 to 1. 2 to 0, sorry. And I won. So I will have +2 to the dice roll. If there is any, and I think that there is. Here, this 5 will be destroyed by this 5. So I'm winning here also 2 to 1. So I pass the peril. And again, +2 to the dice roll. Right, so peril will be finished, which is good. So I will get those 3 resources, plus probably some additional resources. Okay, let's strength. Basically, I can increase my morale instead. So yeah, let's do that. Sanity, I think something similar. I can, yeah, we don't have to exhaust the blue guy, so I'm gonna leave it like this. This guy will be exhausted. Here, I will roll on observation with a +2. So 3d6 with a +2. Not a big number. 7 + 2 is 9. Small oil slip, fuel d6. Okay, so I get d6 fuel. Damn. 3 fuel. 1, 2, 3. Also, since I want the peril, I get 3 resources of any kind I want. I will take 3 ammo. 2, 3. Just to not get into that conundrum. Yeah, damn, we are really scarce with resources. And here I want lore test with a +2, and I roll 2d6. 4 + 2 is 6. Strange sickness. Oh wait, yeah, no, that's a lost past lore test. The scouts in party uncover fragments of knowledge useful enough to guide the crew to next step. Okay, again I can draw 6 peril card and keep the clue, which is good. Then I don't have to go onto the peril for that clue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is. 5, 6. I was hoping another clue. Okay, so the last clue is probably here in the last 16 cards. Okay, I have one of the clues. Good. All right, now we're gonna return dice. So 2 red returned, 2 yellow returned. Oh, yeah, 2 yellow returned, 2 purple returned, and 2 blue. So these are the dice I use. They go to exhausted pile. And this I'm just gonna return back to the here. And these are I'm gonna just delete. Okay. Put this guy to the exhausted pile. This one stays due to winning that sanity test. And I'm gonna stop the video here. We're gonna continue in the next episode. I had a reroll from this. I could reroll yellow, but it was all fine. So we are on our way to find that second clue. Remember, I already lost one clue. Like, I didn't manage to pick it up. So if I don't manage to pick up the second, which is somewhere close in this deck, and I'm really low on resources, but I'm surviving somehow. So that passing those lore tests with a high number up to 6 really help. Like if you explore, I mean, it's thematic. You're going to some place, you explore more, and then you get the knowledge how to get to your clue to that to this like city that is somewhere. We found that now we found this city. Like, yeah, well, you could write this, like you can write diary based on this game, and that's what that was my main idea. As you play, you write diary and you just fill in the blanks using just these images, and you know, and your voyage will be completely different each time. And even if you play, if you like if you know someone else that played this game, you can like compare, like check what happened to me. I went here and here, I noticed this island. They can actually if they play the game much, they can actually like recognize, like, yeah, I was on that island too, and this is what happened to me, and you can share stories and stuff like that. So that was my idea, like make like adventure game where you can actually make your stories as you go. Anyway, we're gonna stop here and we're gonna continue the next video. Thanks for watching and goodbye.